Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl are out now and everybody's having a ton of fun. But back in Sword and Shield, there is a guaranteed Square Shiny Eevee event happening, and you can get yours right now. Hello everybody, Blaine here for Bridge4 Games. So yeah, we have some huge Pokemon news, and ironically enough, it doesn't have anything to do with Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. So actually this morning, I was on Cerebi, as you do pretty much every morning when you're a PokeTuber like myself, and I noticed something really interesting. So over here on Cerebi, it says that Pokemon Sword and Shield, there is an Eevee event going on right now that has a guaranteed Square Shiny Eevee inside of it. Now, I was pretty interested in this and kind of curious about what was going on, how this was all happening. And as it turns out, yeah, there is an event going on right now in the wild area where you have a chance of seeing that guaranteed Square Shiny Eevee. So how is this possible? How is this happening? Well, we have an Eevee and Friends event going on right now. And in it, there are pretty much all the Eevees you can get. So there's, Vaporeon, Jolteon, Flareon, Umbreon, Espeon, Glaceon, Leafeon, and of course Sylveon, as well as Gigantamax normal Eevee. So now how does all of this work? Well, as we can see, these are all the Pokemon you can get. So we have, all the Eeveelutions, 3-star, 4-star, all that good stuff. Let's set those aside and look at the 5 stars. As we can see at the bottom here, we have 5-star or 4-star normal Eevee, but then we have, let's see here. We have a 5-star options for all the Eeveelutions as well as Gigantamax Eevee. But right here, we have a 2% chance of getting a guaranteed Square Shiny Eevee. So what this means is effectively 2 out of, 100 means effectively you have a 1 in 50 chance of getting a guaranteed Square Shiny Eevee. So what this means is that if you are in a raid event and you see a 5-star Eevee that is not Gigantamaxed, it is guaranteed to be a shiny encounter for you, meaning that barring anything going horrendously unlucky for you, you will be able to add a shiny Eevee to your collection. Now, this method is incredibly farmable because this event goes on for quite a while. As you can actually see, this event goes until November 28th. So we have about, I believe, as of the day of recording this, we have 8 days. So we have over a week to get yourself these shinies, which is very, very important because with Eeveelutions, if you want to be very complex and complete like I do, you need about 10 to make your, decks complete. I have 1 shiny for each Eeveelution, and then I have 1 for Eevee and 1 for Gigantamax Eevee because I keep them separate because I'm crazy. But that being said, in today's video, we are going to go ahead and cover exactly what you need to do to get as many of these shiny Eevees as you want while spending the least amount of effort doing so. So we're going to go ahead and dive right into the wild area where I'm going to cover all of those tips and tricks for you right now. But before we do, I just want to take a second to ask that if you like the videos we have here on the channel, please make sure that you actually like them by hitting the thumbs up button, and also consider subscribing to the channel to make sure that you never miss any of the awesome videos like this one. Alright guys, to the wild area. There are shinies to catch. Alright everybody, so here we are going after these shiny Eevees. So we need to make sure first and foremost that you have an event den that we're going into to get these shinies. So I have actually gone around and I kind of chucked a bunch of wishing pieces in the different dens, and I found this one here, which has a Jolteon, which tells me it is one of the event dens and we are ready to go. So what we're going to be doing here, if you don't have, so if you see one of the random red beams like I have, anywhere else over there, for example, that's not going to work because that's one of the ones that's only there for like today. We need to create our own red beam in an event den because we're going to manipulate the date in the system in order to get more and more tries at getting a 5-star Eevee, which is shiny. So what we're going to do is this. First off, we have to go ahead and we're actually going to connect to the internet, which I'm going to do now. And the reason we need to do this, we need to download. I'm going to show you guys how to get the wild area news just in case you don't know. So what you do is you just go ahead into your main menu and then go into mystery gift here. Obviously, you have to be connected to the internet and get the wild area news. So obviously, I'm not going to get anything. It's the same deal because I already got the wild area news. But we are now going to go ahead and disconnect from the internet. Now, there's not any real reason you have to do this, but I like it because I think it's polite. Because if you don't disconnect from the internet, you're going to spam everybody's message feed with a bunch of different Eevee encounters that they can't join, which is just a real, griefer kind of thing. So what we need to do is this. We need to go ahead and get in, and we're going to invite others. Now, obviously, there's not going to be any others because we're not connected to the internet, but we're going to go ahead and go to System Settings and go down to Date and Time. All right, so Date and Time, we're going to go ahead and change it to the 23rd, and you got to make sure behind my head here that says OK. Make sure you click that, otherwise the dates are not going to change and it'll stay the same. Now we're going to go ahead and get back into Sword and Shield. Now exit your battle you were getting into there. And you're going to see that, look at this, things are changing and it's suddenly snowing. So we're going to go ahead and collect our watts again from the now recharged den. And we see a 3-star EV. Not what we want. We want a 5-star EV only. So we're going to go ahead and bail again. And we're just going to keep doing this process over and over again until we get a 5-star EV, because there are guaranteed shinies in the 5-star EV encounters. And that's the only real way to make sure that you get them. Now, this method that we're going to be showing you guys here is one of the more traditional methods, how you can get the shiny EVs yourself. Now, there is a second method we're going to show you guys after this method's over. That's kind of a quicker method, but it's a little bit less precise, and you also have to go online to achieve it, which is a little different. So, we see a 4-star Glaceon here. Again, not what we want. We want a 5-star EV. So, we are going to go ahead and just keep repeating this process here. We're going to skip a day ahead. And yeah, we just basically keep this going until we eventually come across that 5-star EV. So we're going to go ahead and move our days one ahead. And there we go. All right, as you can see, now hit B, get out. And then we go back into the main world, and we're going to see the weather changes again. And also we see now the den is recharged. And we see here a 5-star Espeon, not what we want. We want that EV. So we're going to have to invite others here and bail on that Espeon, which is kind of a pain, but it's okay. So let's see. System, go back down here to date and time. And again, move it up one more day. And then just go ahead and hit OK. And then go back into your battle, and you are going to be good to go. So yeah, basically you just have to keep repeating this process over and over again until you get the 5-star EV, and then we're going to go ahead and attempt to encounter it. So what I'm actually going to do now, unless this is the EV right now, it's not. I'm going to actually go ahead and cut to us encountering the 5-star EV when we do, and then we will go ahead and pick up all the instructions there. So I'll see you guys in a minute. Okay, everybody, we finally found the EV. Now, this did take actually a little bit of time. I actually had to put the game down and come back to it, and I thought I put the game in like just sleep mode. I actually ended up turning the console off, so I lost some of my progress. So I had to go to a different area, which is why I'm now in the water next to the Gyarados over here. But as we can see, in our den, we have a 5-star EV. Now, as all of the EVs that are 5 stars are guaranteed shinies, we know this is a shiny Pokemon waiting for us, which is insanely awesome. So we're going to go ahead and just jump right in. And then after this, we're going to show you guys the other method that works, which can save you a little bit of time, but can also be a bit of a headache as well. So we're going to go ahead and just kind of see that one in a moment here. So I'm going to connect to the internet. I am going to, as it were, kind of spread the wealth here a little bit. And we are ready to battle. Okay. So now we just got to wait for a couple people to show up. I'm going to just give it a minute here. All right, we got another guy with Zacian. And then we have 2 more people who are going to be coming in. All right, we have Minghe. And then we need 1 more here. All right, and we have Osgohan. So I don't know if I said that right. I assuredly didn't. But yes, the important thing is we know this is going to be shiny because it is that awesome 5-star shiny. So anytime you encounter a normal Eevee that is 5-star, it is going to be a shiny during this event. Now, do keep in mind, the other Mons that you encounter have still the normal chance of being shiny. And if you see a Gigantamax Eevee that is 5-star, it is normal level of shiny, not like the improved guaranteed odds here. So as we can see, kablam, a star shiny Eevee. Excuse me, a square shiny Eevee, not stars. So we're going to go ahead and send out our Zacian here. And we are going to make sure we catch this guy because we want this Pokemon. All right, very cool. So Zacian, all right. Yeah, we all got Intrepid Swords. We gotta get nice and juiced here. Our Eevee got scared. Whoa. All right. Cool. Well, I have Dynamax energy, but I'm not really going to use it. I believe I have close combat on this guy. There it is. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and use that on Eevee. Boink. All right, cool. This is going to be pretty easy. I mean, Eevee is not a particularly strong Pokemon. I was more afraid of like the Zoroarks, when we had those. But it's really cool that we finally got a guaranteed Eevee event, with guaranteed shinies. And then we'll just take this Eevee down, and then I will show you guys the other method, again, which can be more useful, kind of depending on what you're looking for in your kind of hunts. Now, again, using the day skip method, this took me almost a year and a half worth of, or sorry, a half a year worth of days to get all the way to the point where I had the EV. So, you know, I mean, it was a bit of a process. Obviously, you know, I'm very happy that we have the encounter here, and I should be getting it no matter what. We're going to go ahead and dunk this fool, and we're going to catch it. I'm sorry, Eevee, I shouldn't call you a fool. You're a very adorable Pokemon. I'm sorry. All right, now, can somebody please pick this up? I have to teach people the other method here, guys. Let's go. All right, cool. So we got Eevee. What kind of ball am I going to use? Oh, luxury ball. Our shiny EVs are living in luxury here. All right, they're not going to live in no normal Pokeball. All right, so let's see if we can catch it. We should be able to because it is our encounter. So typically I think it's almost guaranteed that you catch them. I've heard conflicting information on that over the years, but I mean, heck, we just found out the real shiny hunting method for Sword and Shield like 3 weeks ago. So, you know, all right, cool. So we got ourselves a shiny EV. Yay! All right, now that that's out of the way, we have our one shiny EV. Let's see if we can repeat this and get one another way here. So the other method that is available to us, we're going to try to use other people's EVs to get us an EV. So go ahead here and open your Ycom, and then you're going to connect to the internet, which we are. Now, normally you can just obviously get new cards and go down here and look for, you know, whatever mon you want. However, what we need to do here, we actually need to go into the Ycom and we need to start trading. Now, we're not going to trade. We're not going to trade, guys. Don't worry. What we are going to do is this. The Ycom resets and gives us new stamps every couple of minutes. However, if we are actively trading, you will see the load new stamps thing here happens a lot more frequently. So we can get a lot more encounters a lot, you know, faster. So we can basically just kind of dig through what's available here in order to kind of find out what's going on here. So we need to wait until we see an EV that says incredibly strong or incredibly powerful, whatever the jargon of the day is here. And right now I don't see one, so we're just going to go ahead and keep trying. Now, guys, do keep in mind the EV has been a little difficult for me to find. So I imagine other people are going to have that similar issue too. However, there are a ton of other evolutions out there. So you may encounter some more people with different ones like that. Really powerful. That's not the one we need. And again, if you see, you know, anything but incredibly powerful, that is not going to be the EV you want. And if we do see the Gigantamax EV, that is also not the EV we want. Unfortunately, incredibly powerful. See, that one's locked. So yeah, you just got to keep going through here, and we're going to go until we find one. Again, if this does take, you know, kind of a long amount of time, I may cut this down a little bit to make you have a more expedited tutorial here. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and just keep going in there and just keep refreshing. Now, the cool thing is a lot of people worry, you know, am I going to be pulled into a trade? As long as this menu is open, typically speaking, they don't allow, you know, the trades to go through. So that's really, really cool because, you know, you're not all of a sudden stopped by being forced to trade or something like that. That's a Leafeon. Espeon, really powerful. No, we need incredibly powerful. All right, so I don't know how many people are actually going to be doing the events because, again, BDSP is out right now, so I know a lot of people are kind of focusing on that, but I did want to take a second for my playthrough just to kind of, you know, show you guys that this event was going on because a lot of people do love their shinies, and especially, you know, guaranteed shinies are kind of a big deal in our world, and, you know, having the ability to do that is I think, pretty important. So, yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go ahead and wait until I get an encounter here for an EV, and then I'm going to hop back in at that point. So, I'm going to go ahead and cut now, and the next thing you will see is once I get the match synced up, we'll go ahead and link over to that one. All right, so I think we got into this EV one. You can see it's an EV, not a G-Max EV. Ready to battle. We got our Zacian here, and presuming that as long as the Chandelure guy gets in here, this should be a guaranteed shiny EV for us as well. So we're going to go ahead and hop right in. Somebody's using an EV against an EV. That's an interesting strategy, but don't worry. We have plenty of fighting moves here to help take it out. So, all right, as you can see, we are standing up in pride because we have ourselves a square shiny EV again. So we're going to go ahead and, of course, try and catch this one as well to add it to our other one, so we can have 2 shiny EVs out of the 9 that we need. But we do have guaranteed shinies here, so once you do actually find them, they're not that hard to get. And, you know, obviously they are guaranteed to be square shiny, which is awesome. So Eevee is shuddering in anticipation. That's fine. Yeah, we all got fighting moves. You should be shuddering, dude. All right. Close combat. Time to get riggedy wrecked. All right. Yeah, don't give me those big doe eyes, Eevee. You're going to get stomped and we're going to catch you. I need to add you to my collection, buddy. And then I have to go through all the trouble of evolving all of you, but it's okay. That's the fun part. All right, so he's Dynamaxing his Machamp, I'm going to guess. Machamp and a Master Ball, all right. Whatever, it works. Oh, I guess though, if he gets off like a Max Knuckle, I mean, I know it's the G-Max move, but if he has any way of boosting the rest of our attacks, that would be pretty silly. Man, I didn't realize that was a shiny Machamp at first. That thing is very green. All right, so we're doing a bunch of damage to Eevee. No muss, no fuss. All right. So this is going to take a minute here, guys. Eevee's getting his shields up, you know. But yeah, the cool thing again is as soon as you see a 5-star Eevee during this event, it is guaranteed to be square shiny. So you want to make sure that you keep an eye open using one of these two methods, be it, you know, the one where you're manipulating the days on your dens, or be it the one where you're looking on the other trade, you know, availability here, as far as the other battles, to get, you know, this square shiny opportunity, because it is really cool and it is definitely worth doing. You know, the only tricky thing is that right now, again, most people are playing BDSP, so you are going to run into probably a little bit of an issue where there's not as many of these as there normally would be. Like for the Zoroark event, there were dozens of these things on, you know, the board every single, you know, couple minutes. So, you know, obviously that's probably not going to happen with this particular one, which is okay. You know, you will eventually get your Eevee. I mean, I literally was maybe doing this for 5 minutes and we got one right away. So you just need to really make sure you're having a trade going and that you're constantly refreshing that screen. I know it's a pain, but eventually you will get that square shiny Eevee, which is incredible. I mean, we literally in real time, we have probably caught 2 shiny Eevees, both guaranteed shinies, both square, in about 10 minutes. So obviously, you know, this method does take some time to set up and to kind of implement, but when it pays off, it really pays off because you do get these shinies for very little effort, quite frankly. So we're going to get that max Chi Strike or Kai Strike. Oh, okay. Took out that Eevee, no problem. All right, so we're going to go ahead and catch this thing. We're going to use the Luxury Ball again, I think. Why not? Like, you know, we just beat the heck out of it. We needed to at least have a kind of a nice cooldown period here. Where is my Luxury Ball? There it is. Yeah, I'm not going to use my Beast Balls. They look too pretty. Beast Balls are one of my favorite Pokeballs, so... If you guys are also a big fan of Beast Balls, let me know down in the comments. Some people hate them because they don't look very much like Pokeballs, but... What do you want? You know? Alright. 1 Waggle. 2 Waggles. 3 Waggles. Yes! Okay, we caught 2 Eevees. Alright, great. So we got both of our Eevees. That is how you're going to do this, guys. So yeah, basically, again, go into one of these 2 methods here. So you either need to go into your den once you see that it is an event den and just keep cycling through the days to get that, you know, Eevee. Or you just need to go ahead and hop onto the YCOM and use the trade method to keep recycling what shows up, and you will encounter your square shiny Eevees guaranteed. And you can use this method to get as many Eevees as you want, especially given how long this event is running. So go ahead, hop into the wild area, and get yourself some Eevees today. So there you have it, everybody. That is how you can go ahead and add shiny Eevees that are guaranteed square shiny to your collection right now with almost no effort whatsoever. So that being said, I hope all of you found this video entertaining, informative, and I hope you're able to use it to get a ton of square shiny Eevees to make your collection just that much more awesome. So if you guys do have success, make sure that you drop a like on this video, and again, consider subscribing to the channel to become part of our amazing Pokemon community to ensure that you never miss any of the awesome videos like this one. I've been Blaine from Bridge4 Games. Thank you all so much for stopping by and hanging out with me. I know all the cool kids are over in the Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl world, but thanks for coming out and hanging out with me in Sword and Shield. But we are going to go ahead and hop back over to Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl with all of our tips and tricks for those games as well. I hope all of you have an epic, awesome, and amazing day, and I will see you in the next video. See you around. Bye-bye.